Ooh, do you smell that? Come! Oik oik!
Without even waiting for you, Boindil runs over the hill and disappears behind it. You follow him, and as you reach the brow, you see a very strange scene before you.
I told you you shouldn't touch them!
But I was hungry.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah! Huh?
What do you need? Fought well and yet lost.
Kill!
Yes?
Who's next?
What is it?
What do you
What
need?
is it?
I was
again.
expecting more of a battle.
Yes, yes!
And I
so,
didn't even take
he
off my
hardly
gloves.
put up a fight!
No chance.
Yeah! Yeah! Huh?
Yes?
Wild creature!
Fought well and
What
yet
is it?
lost.
Time.
Yeah! Yeah! And again! Yeah!
That was good
And
training.
what now? He hardly put up a fight! Kill!
Could someone help me?
He hardly put up a fight!
No chance.
Just a moment.
What is it?
And I didn't even take off my gloves.
Huh? Yeah! What a he hardly put up a fight! Yeah! Who's next? Yeah! Yeah! Huh?
What do you need?
He hardly put up a fight! Who's next?
What is it?
And what now? Huh? Yeah! He hardly put up a fight! Wild creature! Yeah! Yeah!
waste of time. If I have to.
Who's next?
And I didn't even take off my gloves.
He hardly put up a fight.
Not a bad idea.
He hardly put up a fight. Who's next? I'm not that quick. Come
If I
on.
have to. What a waste of time.
And again. Yes, yes, soon. He hardly put up a fight.
And I didn't even take off my
Who's
gloves.
next?
What a waste of time.
Huh? And what now? Ha ha! Killed.
The chaotic battle between the orcs, the undead, and you comes to the best possible conclusion. No one else is standing but you. You decide to have a little look around. The closer you get to the murky pool, the worse it stinks of decay and death. At first you thought it was only dirty water, but for as much as you can make out through the gloom, it seems almost black and has wondrous streaks. You tremble at the thought that you could end up the same way. You hope that one of your companions would have sympathy with you if you were to die in the perished land. You discover a file that looks like the one Giralda carries with her. Before you can get a proper look at it, Giralda is suddenly standing next to you, and she wrenches it out of your hand. She turns it back and forth excitedly, but then disappointment spreads across her face. The container is empty. Without a word, she goes back to examining the surroundings. It's a map of the surroundings. Not far from your current position is a place clearly marked with a red cross. Is it another Orc camp, or even the Alfar camp? You mark the place on your own map. With the probable location of another camp up your sleeve, you continue on your way. You walk through the villages that once blossomed, but are now deserted due to the advance of the parish land. The colour has drained away from the wood of many of the houses, just as it has from the countryside itself. A carpet of withered plants rustles and crackles under your feet. You don't know if the parish land can ever be driven away again, and even if it can, it is questionable whether people will ever live here again. You sigh, and try to drive these dark thoughts away from your mind. Giralda struggles to keep pace all day, and when you see her struggling, you give the order to set up camp for the night earlier than usual.
Are you all right?
The female dwarf looks ill, and as she's aware of the fact, she doesn't even try to make excuses.
The potion! It's finished! I need more of it!
She looks at you imploringly, as if you could help her. Over the next few days, Giralda's condition grows increasingly worse. She begins to shiver, and more than once you catch her muttering to herself and glancing at Andakai surreptitiously. The Mager claims she does not know what kind of potion it is and why Giralda might need it. You believe her, but you also notice that Andakai doesn't really seem interested in finding a solution to the problem either. You reach the place that was marked on the Orc's map, and judging by the sight you are presented with, there is no doubt. This is where the Alfar did their experiments.
Dwarves! Oh, how glad I am to finally see members of my own race again. How glad I am to see anyone at all who doesn't want to kill me.
We're here to save you. We've heard that Alfar are experimenting on dwarves. Where are the others?
I am the last one.
There's me too.
You? Ah! So you escaped? Oh, I should have known it.
You're the firstling who set off into the kingdom of the Fithlings to find the sword Starslasher, aren't you?
Yes, that's true. Kazda Roughblade is the name, but how did you know that?
We found your notes in the Golden Well. We were hoping to find you alive.
Ungrateful. I was hoping that someone would find them in the worst case, and that well, I was successful. I found the sword and was on my way back from the kingdom of the Fiflings when the Alfar surprised me. They came in the night, and I had no chance to even defend myself. The next morning, I woke up in this cage. They wanted to do the same to me as they'd done to her.
Casda nods in Giralda's direction.
But they didn't get round to that.
You and Giralda, you know each other?
She was already here when I arrived. The Alpha did experiments on her. They fed her with a tincture from this device, and then it was as if she was a doll. She had to follow their orders. They trained her in battle, and she could do Alpha magic. I swear it. But the last time, something was different. She fought against the orders of the Alpha, beheaded one of them in the end. She set me and the other prisoners free and ran away in the chaos. The Alpha recaptured all of us, apart from her.
Where are the Alpha? Oh, forget it.
No chance.
Fire creature!
Kill!
That was good training.
Who's next? Yes, yes, so! I'm not that
I was
great!
expecting more of a battle. Yes? What is it? What is it?
With you!
That's a bad idea. If I have to. Now you've got
And what now? Yes, yes, so! I'm not that quick! He hardly put up a fight! Yes, yes, so! Vile creature! I'm not that quick!
I was expecting more of a
Who's
battle.
next?
Yes?
He hardly
then
put
you're
up a
lost.
fight!
That was good training.
Who's next? Kill! He hardly put up a fight!
And I didn't even take off my
And
gloves.
again!
I was hoping never to see a single Shadowmare again after Greenglade.
Good job there was two of them then! Ha!
Let's have a look around. Maybe there are more survivors, or we might find out something about the potion that Giralda needs.
a rucksack containing everything needed for a few days in the wilderness and an exotic-looking sword. The elf has been beheaded. He is dead, and even the perished land won't be able to make him rise again.
Well, that's him. I remember now. He forced me to drink a potion. That's what gave me my powers. I killed him and ran away.
On closer inspection, you see a small rolled-up note in the elf's hand.
A recipe. If I had to guess, probably for Giralda's potion.
You have no idea what to do with the various devices and ingredients, but it should be easy for Andakai, as an experienced mager and alchemist, to brew Giralda's potion. You don't wish to spend the night amongst the dead, so you set up camp a little way off. You decipher the recipe for Giralda's potion together with Andakai and Namora.
All in all, the equipment and the process is not hard to understand, despite being a little strange. And the ingredients take some getting used to, even for me. This black water and elf blood, for example.
Is this what gives Giralda her powers?
Andakai nods.
It gives her powers and makes her dangerous. What will she do if the potion runs out and she is driven to madness by thirst? She could force me to brew more and more of the potion for her and find a way to supply the elf blood that is needed for it.
Andakai's gaze pierces you.
I can mix a poison that looks just like her potion. She trusts you, Tungdil. If you give it to her, she will drink it, and we will remove an uncontrollable danger from Girdlegard.
That would still be murder. No matter how great a danger she may present, she didn't choose her powers, and deserves to live.
Andakai shakes her head in disappointment, but to your surprise, gets to work without another word. After 2 hours, Andakai comes to you and holds out 2 phials that look exactly like Giralda's.
I stick by my opinion, Tungdil. You must recognize how great the danger is. The phial on the left is the potion. In the other is the poison.
Andakai gives you the 2 phials.
Decide wisely.
Before you can say anything, she has already turned away and is marching at a swift pace towards Jiroon.
Tungdil, is the potion ready?
You only just managed to hide the phials from Giralda.
Yes, here is the potion.
You give Giralda the real potion, and she takes several large swigs.
Thank you, Tungdil. What would I do without... Ugh. What is that? It's burning! You've poisoned me!
You stare at the second phial in your hand, and then at the face of the dwarf, contorted in pain. With a final pain-stricken scream, Giralda collapses in front of you. As the others rush over, you are still standing there, frozen in shock.
She's dead. Take her away.
Without worrying about the objections of the others, Jiroon follows her order. Andakai grabs your shoulder and pulls you aside.
So you gave her the potion? I thought you would.
You swapped them, how could you?
You feel deceived, and anger boils inside you.
Be aware of who you're talking to, Tungdil Goldhand. We may be traveling together, but I am still one of the 6. I have ruled over my realm for many years and made many difficult decisions. This was not one of them. She was a product of Alpha experiments and could have become as great a danger to Girdlegard as Nod On.
But perhaps we could have...
You think you can see a hint of sympathy in the Mager's face, but without another word she leaves you where you're standing. For the first time in a long while, you feel just like the stupid, naive Smith who left the cosy vaults in Yonandar so long ago.